it is Dana, and I want to show you how to do a yarn over bind off. For me, the beauty of this bind off is, unlike the basic bind off, you don't have to sit and worry the entire time you're binding off. Am I keeping it loose enough? Am I keeping it loose enough? When you do this bind off, you go ahead and keep the tension a little bit snug, and it works out beautifully. So let's get started. I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm going to start from the right side and bind off from the right, going to the left. So the first step is, here's peg 1. You unit peg 1, and then you E-wrap knit that same peg and knit it off. So E-wrap knit peg 1 again. Then you go to peg 2 and you unit peg 2. The next step, step number 4, is you move the loop from peg 2 over to peg 1, and then you take the bottom loop off over the top loop. You pick up the loop that's on peg 1 and move it over to peg 2 and snug up your working yarn. So we've just bound off peg 1. So now what I always do is I go ahead and rename my pegs. I'm going to say that the peg now that has the first stitch on it is now my new peg number 1. And we just start over and repeat the process again. So we unit peg 1, we E-wrap knit peg 1, we unit peg 2, and we lift the loop from 2 and place it on top of the loop on peg 1, and we knit the bottom loop off, move that loop over to peg 2 and snug it up. And now I'm going to start over again. This is now my new peg 1. So I unit peg 1 and I E-wrap peg 1. I unit peg 2 and I lift the loop from 2 and place it on 1, lift the bottom loop off of 1, move the loop over to peg 2, snug it up, and I start over. So I'm down now. I've cast off everything but the last 2 pegs. And so let me show you what you do there. You just go, same thing, unit peg 1, E-wrap knit peg 1, unit peg 2, move the loop from 2 to 1, snug it up. Okay, and now I have 1 loop on here. You just E-wrap that one, cut your working yarn so that you leave a tail. Okay, so I'm going to E-wrap it, lift the bottom loop off over the top, and just pull that tail right on through. Okay. So what I have made here is a, oops, you see that? So yarn over bind off, and so it helps keep the bind off pretty loose. Works great for things that you want a little stretch in. Okay, that you don't want super, super tight and stiff. So it's a yarn over bind off.